But what I started thinking about and I started reflecting on was why a lot of people, even though they set out to chase something, they set out on a goal, they set out on a dream, that some way somehow they fall short and they always end up not meeting up with their goals. And have you ever wondered how you had goals in the past or you had dreams in the past and some way somehow you weren't able to live up to them or something happened and as to why you weren't able to get it? And I started realizing that most people, they really do not have a good plan. And they don't have a good plan. And what I've learned about success is that success, there's a formula. Yes, there's a formula to success. And of course, hard work, staying focused, but there's a very simple formula that I've realized that works. And the first thing you have to do is you have to set a clear, specific goal on exactly what you want and how you want it. If you want a financial goal, when do you want it, by when, how much? If you have a fitness goal, how do you want to look? What's your BMI? Like everything, all the details of your fitness goal. Once you set a goal, then make a plan. Now your plan does not have to be perfect. It doesn't need to be something that's been completely thought out and you've done all the research. Just make a plan that you know that is the best plan you can possibly come up with in that moment, in that time. After you made that plan, then go execute the plan. And be consistent day in, day out until you get what you want. And the reason I started reflecting on this is because I've realized that whether it be the success I've achieved in dancing or the success I've achieved in building my businesses, the formula has always been the same. And every morning I wake up, I do similar things. Throughout the week, I do similar things. And then I get into a rhythm, and all of a sudden the universe's doors open up and things start working a lot more effortless than when I was putting in the hard work and the sweat and labor in the beginning stages of chasing after my goal. And what I've noticed about most people is that they don't have a routine. They don't have a rhythm. They don't have a plan. They don't even have a goal. And first off, you don't have a goal, that's horrible. And you can't go through life like a chicken with its head cut off and not have a goal. You have to have a very clear, specific goal on what you want. If not, if you don't have a goal, the universe will give one to you. And I promise you that what the universe has in mind for you, or what the universe gives you, is probably not what you asked for. But at the end of the day, you can't blame the universe because you never really asked for something. And you never had a goal. And you never made a plan to chase it. So if you never made a goal, then of course you never made a plan. Or if you had a goal, you never really made a clear plan. You just said, I want $1 million, I want to be healthy, but you never really made a plan to go out there and achieve it. And then if you did make a plan, you weren't consistent. You didn't execute. You weren't in there day in and day out at the gym, waking up early. You weren't there at the practices, first one at practice, last one to lead the practice. You weren't there reading the self-development books, listening to audios, listening to the CDs, asking questions to self-made millionaires and what they did to achieve their goals, or asking people that were successful in fitness and what they did, how they ate, what was their schedule like. And if you did ask those questions, did you go and implement them? Did you go and execute them? Did you try them? Were you coachable? Were you open? And that's the thing, is that we want things, we want great things in life, but we're not willing to pay the price to go out there and get them. And then if we do pay the price, or the beginning stages of the price, we start complaining and we become victim to the circumstances of as to what life did to you as to why you weren't able to get it. But think about it. The circumstances of life, the challenges of life are there to teach you, educate you, and give you lessons. And if you think you paid the price, you paid your dues, guess what? You didn't pay the price, and you didn't pay your dues, because if you did pay the price, and if you did pay your dues, then you would have the success. The thing about success is that you have to pay the full market price. It never goes on sale, it never goes on clearance. You have to pay full price always. But if you're willing to pay full price, then extraordinary things can happen to your life. You can travel around the world. You can have the bank account of your dreams. You can take your family on the vacations of your dreams. You can have the lifestyle and live in the neighborhood that you want to. And it's not about having tons of money and becoming rich and showing it off. It's just about having the money or the lifestyle or the fitness or the health to be able to live an abundant life. I don't know about you, but don't you want to have the money so you don't have to worry about bills? Don't you want to have the health and the fitness so you don't have to worry about going to the doctor, and every single time you're walking into the doctor terrified to find out what it is that they're going to say about your physical, or what's going to happen for this year or for this month or whatever? And I've made a decision for myself that I'm going to live an exceptional life. And my life, just by being, I will inspire people to lead better lives. And if they say, wow, this is a nice home, wow, this is a nice car, wow, you look fit, how did you do it? And if people are open and people want to know, then I want to be an example so we can educate and inspire more people to lead better lives. And so whatever it is that your goal is, whatever it is that you want,